Welcome everybody to another Gems of War guide. I am your friendly neighbourhood guild leader R.J.S, reminding you that with great power comes great responsibility. Therefore, I take no responsibility for the quality of this video. In today's video, we'll be focusing on the Tower of Doom event, where you'll be taking on the Doom troops to score points for your guild. As with previous events, you'll be building a team with a specific restriction placed upon it. In this case, it's going to be colour. As with other events, you'll receive daily sigils that will allow you to take on different battles to be able to progress up the towers and score points for your guild. The packs for the event are similar to previous events in that you will climb the tiers until you can reach a specific weapon for the event, which is the Doom weapon. But do note that the tier for the weapon is tier 4 in this pack, because the weapons are significantly more powerful than the ones in a normal event pack with less restrictions. If we take a look at the event weapon, we can see it offers 21 life to all allies, plus 2 per tempering level, 5 mana to all other allies, an extra if there's a Doom on the other team, plus 2 magic to all allies per brown enemy. Given that the restrictions for this event are only colour based, there's a lot more options for troops than there would normally be in an event. Therefore the weapon is not quite as necessary for event winning as it normally would be. Even with the high mana cost and single colour, this can still be a useful and versatile weapon in other events, especially given that you can set your weapon to be any colour regardless of restrictions of an event. This particular weapon, or weapons like it, can make the difference between surviving and not surviving in an event that you might not be particularly strong at. Alongside the event weapon in the packs, you will also receive the Doom troop itself. Whilst at first glance this troop might seem a particularly strong one, the very high mana cost means it's fairly prohibitive to actually include in many decks. Although invulnerable is a nice trait, since it protects against many of the effects that would normally destroy cards without any kind of defense, the rest of the card is unfortunately a little bit flat. So other than for completion, it's not a card that I would particularly worry about. The reward system mimics all the other events, in that it's a guild total that increases the reward level that you reach. As we'll see later on, given the structure of this event, there is some coordination required to reach the higher level end rewards, unless you're particularly buying pack after pack to get extra sigils throughout the rest of your guild. The guild tab for this week contains some quite interesting and vital information that you as a guild leader, or anybody in fact in the guild, will want to keep an eye on. On the right hand side you'll see the number of Doom levels cleared by a player, and then next to that the number of boons they have collected along the way. Boons are specific scrolls that you pick up throughout the levels, which give specific boosts to different stats. In the guild screen we can see what boosts we're receiving and how many more scrolls of a specific type we have to capture before we can reach the next level. Finally, let's take a look at how you actually play the event. Each tower consists of a maximum of 25 floors. Each floor has 4 levels followed by a boss level. To reach the boss level, you need to find the unlock scroll, which is contained in one of the 4 rooms on that particular floor. Once you've found the unlock scroll, you can skip straight to the boss room without doing any of the other levels on that floor. However, the other levels will contain other types of scroll, including the boons that we mentioned previously, which will give you boosts to attack, life, armor and magic. 2 types of extra Doom point scrolls, one is haste and one is luck, giving 1 and 2 extra Dooms without having to beat a level respectively, plus the fireball and heroism scrolls that you can see on screen now, which allow you to either complete a level without fighting it or beat a Doom without having to face it either. An interesting note here is that a guild shares the tower layout between itself, therefore each floor will be exactly the same for each guild member. This means with an amount of coordination you can record what scrolls are in which level and therefore choose which ones you may skip to save yourself a sigil on the way to beating the Dooms. Since when you beat a Doom, you move up to the next level automatically and cannot go back, there needs to be some balance between collecting the boons to be able to boost your guild high enough so that they can beat later levels, and also maintaining enough sigils to be able to get high enough up the tower beating enough Dooms. Ultimately for most guilds playing this game, they won't be reaching level 25 anyway, and will need most of the boons to help boost them up as high as they can get, beating as many Doom levels as they possibly can. Ultimately, you'll want all your guild members to collect the maximum number of haste and luck scrolls that they possibly can on their way up the tower, and make sure, like my hips, you don't lie. This event in particular relies heavily on the size of your collection, if you see what I mean. So you may find that your first couple of goes at this particular event are slightly frustrating, but don't worry, persevere with the game, collect your cards, and next time it comes around, you'll be better prepared for it. I've been R.J.S. I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.